In recent years, I have started a journey on self-care to be conscious about the way that I care for myself, to be more self-aware, to be more self-disciplined, and to make the effort to make myself a priority. And during this time, I discovered meditation. And throughout learning how to meditate and reading and doing guided meditations and things of that nature, I would always hear intentions, setting intentions. And I'm not, my mother practices yoga, and I do not. And I know for those who do, that is a familiar term to you. One thing that I always found, I guess, confusing was, what's the difference between an intention versus a goal? Because when I first started hearing about it, in my mind, they were very similar, and it was hard for me to figure out like how to write an intention versus is it the same as writing a goal? And when I write it out, they look the same. So I had a hard time, differentiating between the two. So today we're talking about the difference between setting intentions versus setting goals. My name is Jennifer Mitchell Early. I help individuals and teams achieve organizational and personal success. And this is Leadership Matters. So the question is, what's the difference between setting intentions versus setting goals? Is one better than the other? Should I be, using goals for one objective and intentions for another? So let's start with the definition. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines goal as the end toward which effort is directed. It defines intention as a determination to act in a certain way. So the basic main difference between a goal and an intention is a goal is something that you want to obtain or do or achieve, while an intention is something that you want to be and or how you want to behave. Let's take a look at each one at a time. We'll start with a goal. So a goal is an end or an external specific achievement. For example, for today, the goal is I want to pay off my credit card debt. Now, in order for goals to be effective, they have to be SMART. And SMART is an acronym which means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So these are the criteria that you need in order to ensure that when you set your goals, you're setting SMART goals. So we'll go back to our example to pay off my credit card debt. To make this goal SMART, the first thing that we have to do is to make it specific. To pay off $10,000 of credit card debt in 12 months. Now the goal is specific. It indicates what type of debt I want to pay off. It's measurable. It specifies how much debt. It's achievable, assuming that I have income. It's relevant. It provides results. And time bound. I have it set. I want to pay off $10,000 of credit card debt within 12 months. Got it? That's the way that you can make sure that all of your goals are SMART. And maybe you won't take the whole year, but you'll just think about whatever your goal is. You'll make it specific. You'll make it measurable. You'll make it achievable, something that you can actually do, relevant, and then time bound. You'll set a time in which you want to achieve your goal. Remember, the point of goals are to help you to stay focused, as well as to focus your attention and your resources on what's most important so that you can be successful in achieving your priorities. There are multiple goals, but the common types include, most times we want to increase something. We want to increase our income, increase our wealth, increase our knowledge. make something. You want to improve something. You know, people have a goal of getting more physically fit. They want to improve their health, to reduce something, to reduce your debt. We talk about the credit card goal originally stated, to save something, or to develop something. Goals are focused on the future. They're about a destination or a specific achievement and end result. So that's the difference between a goal and an intention, which are intentions are for you to be present in the moment. They are lived each day. They're independent of whether or not you reach a goal or a destination. They're about the inner relationship with yourself. Think of your intention as your energetic starting point in its purest form. It's that powerfully authentic vow that comes from your core, from deep within you. It goes deeper than the mind and comes from a state of pure awareness. What really sets an intention apart from a goal is how an intention comes from a place of presence, whereas a goal is a future projection of the mind. With an intention, you embody your authenticity in the current moment and keep it with you for as long as you need. Being intentional allows you to live in the moment, no matter what's going on, no matter if you're winning or losing. It helps you to focus your attention on being a better person, being instead of doing, working towards the things that bring you fulfillment and joy. When setting intentions, you start by focusing on the inside, focusing internally instead of externally, letting yourself be quiet and tapping into the innermost parts of you and allowing your intentions to flow from there. Let's talk about setting intentions. How do you set intentions? We talked about becoming quiet and focusing internally. And when you do that, that's the first step. During step one, focus internally and also think about all the things that you want. We spend a great deal of time thinking about all the things that we don't want, which is not where we should really start. We should start thinking about all the things that we want, all the things that bring us joy, all the things that that we find fulfilling. So the first thing is checking in with yourself to find what you really want and what you really need to be focused on. Secondly, when you're setting an intention, focus on the journey. You're taking a journey. This is a marathon. It isn't a sprint. You don't have an end destination. You're just kind of going with the flow. Remember that intentions are focused on behavior. You know, how you want to feel, what you want to do, who you want to be. Intentions can be set for the day, for the month, for the week, or for the year. You make that determination of what intention you're setting for what time frame. Setting monthly intentions help you to focus on the big picture, while setting daily intentions helps you to stay focused and to live in the moment. Keep your intentions short and to the point. I intend to be forgiving. I intend to be peaceful. Phrase your intentions in an active form. Remove words like try from your intentions and replace them with active words. If you say you'll try, then you may end up just or simply trying, not actually doing the intention. Deepak Chopra provides 5 tips for setting powerful intentions. One is to slip into the gap. And he talks about meditation takes you beyond the ego mind into the silence and stillness of pure consciousness. This is the ideal state in which to plant your seeds of intention. Tip 2, release your intentions and desires. So once you've established a state of restful awareness, once you've established a state after you've meditated, release your intentions and desires. And he indicates that this is the best time to actually plant your desires while your awareness remains centered in the quiet field of all possibilities. After you set an intention, let it go. Simply stop thinking about it. Continue this process for a few minutes after your meditation each day. 3, remain centered in a state of restful awareness. Intention is much more powerful when it comes from a place of contentment than when it rises from a place of lack or need. Stay centered and refuse to be influenced by other people's doubts or criticisms. Your higher self knows that everything is all right and will be all right, even without knowing the timing or the details of what will happen. 4, detach from the outcome. Relinquish your rigid attachment to a specific result and live in the wisdom of uncertainty. Attachment is based in fear and insecurity, while detachment is based in the unquestioning belief in the power of your true self. Intend for everything to work out as it should, then let go and allow opportunities and openings to come your way. And trust, if you're a person of faith, trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in a higher power to continue to work everything out for your good. Which leads us to number 5, let the universe handle the details. Your focused intention set the infinite organizing power of the universe in motion. Trust that infinite organizing power to orchestrate the complete fulfillment of your desires. Don't listen to the voice that says that you have to be in charge. That obsessive vigilance is the only way to get anything done. The outcome that you try so hard to force may not be as good for you as the one that comes naturally and is divinely orchestrated, of course. You have released your intentions into the fertile ground of pure potentiality, and they will bloom when the season is right. And finally, I want to talk to you about writing intention statements. An intention statement is essentially a written expression of your intention. When you write something down, it forces you to reflect on how to express it. And it gives you the ability to explore what it really means. So sometimes writing it down, fleshing out, going back to it, reviewing it, and really meditating on it will help you to, focus in on what you really want and to see if that statement actually conveys it. Intention statements help to increase accountability, helps you to understand yourself on a deeper level, and reinforces your belief in your own potential. Good intention statements are typically brief, extremely clear, and inspiring. They often make reference to a new way of being and not a goal. Remember, that's the difference between an intention and a goal. Is one is being and the other one is doing and or achieving. Couple quick tips if you're interested in writing intention statements. Affirm only what you want. Write as if it's happening now. For example, I am confident and strong. I am wealthy. My life is filled with love. I am I am free of credit card debt. Going back to our original goal statement. 3, focus on how you feel. 4, begin with gratitude. Everything should come from a place of gratitude and not a place of need or want or lack. So really be self-aware of where your intentions are coming from, because that will direct what you get back. Energy is reciprocal. What you put out is what you get back. If you put out lack, you're going to get back lack. So you want to come from a place of gratitude. The first thing for me that's always helped me to remain grateful is to appreciate the things I already have, to start there and be thankful for what I already have before I go to, things that I'm trying to, how I'm trying to feel or how I'm trying to be as I go down this journey of, this personal self-care, self-awareness journey. And lastly, make it believable. It's similar to with our SMART, criteria as it relates to goals. When you want to make it achievable, when it's intentions, make it believable. Make it something that you can actually, that actually resonates within you. And it should, because remember, we started in that quiet, still space where you were reflecting internally, and that's kind of where our intentions bubbled up from. I hope that this quick study on the difference between setting intentions versus setting goals was helpful. I know for me, I struggled a long time in being able to set my intentions, either before or after I meditated, to find the right wording. I'm a tactical person, and so if I can't, if I don't understand, if I can't grasp it, if I couldn't write it, if I couldn't think it, then that kind of stops the process. And so for me, this helped me to understand that the critical difference between the two was one was being and one was doing. One was almost a tangible result or achievement, where the other one is just about being a better person, wanting to have better behavior. And so that kind of made the difference for me as it related to being able to understand and differentiate between the two. So if you have any other tips about how you have figured out how to, the difference between the two and or apply them, go ahead and feel free to comment below. I hope this helped you out. Have a great week.